Is something which the AfD have been planning ever since they got wind of the fact that the Domestic Intelligence Agency, it's the Office for the Protection of the German Constitution, announced that they would be issuing this report. They're threatening to launch legal proceedings. They've sent a cease and desist letter to the agency saying that their decision following the 1,100-page report is illegal and that they should not go ahead with this. There's been no response so far from that agency to this letter. The agency has come up with this report months in the making, 1,100 pages long, which basically gathers together plenty of evidence showing, as far as the agency is concerned, that the AfD is anti-constitutional, basically because it does not recognise German citizens as having equality. It discriminates against those who have an immigrant background or those who are of a Muslim background, and the agency says that this is not constitutional in Germany, and therefore the party can be labelled an extremist right-wing organisation. What this labelling would mean in practice is that the agency could increase its surveillance of the AfD, the government could deny it certain political funds which other political parties get, and the bar for surveillance, telephone, infiltrating meetings, following people, watching people, basically listening to what they're saying to each other in private would be lowered. And this, the AfD say, is illegal. Whether they've really got a legal foot to stand on in this case is moot. The incoming Interior Minister, Alexander Dobrindt, says it's unlikely the new government will use this report as a basis for banning the party, but it does mean they can keep a closer eye on a party which they deem extremist, even if it is the second largest parliament in the new Bundestag.
And we've just had news in the last hour or so that the party of Germany's designated Chancellor Friedrich Merz and the centre-left Social Democrats have formally signed their coalition contract. Can you give us a few more details, Nick?
Yeah, that follows a vote of party members on whether to accept the deal that Friedrich Merz hammered out with his new colleagues from the SPD. This is not a very comfortable coalition. Friedrich Merz represents a right-of-centre party, and the SPD is a left-of-centre party, but it's something which has to work, because this is the only coalition which they could come up with which would actually be able to rule and form a bulwark against the AfD, which, as I've just said, has 151 seats in Parliament, is the second biggest party. So signing this following the vote of members confirming that alliance is a formality, so that tomorrow Friedrich Merz can be sworn in as the new Chancellor of Germany, taking over from Olaf Scholz, who's not been a very popular Chancellor in his 3 years in office.